Hey folks, Aaron here from Aaron's Practical Reviews, and today we're going to dig into this software that comes with every Canon EOS or similar Canon product. And when I say free, I mean it comes with your purchase. So technically you have already purchased it. And I've said this in other videos and I've gone over it in a couple other videos, but I want to walk you through how to get it, how to get it on the computer, how to install it, how to use it, and some of the benefits of it. And then from there, you can decide whether or not it's something that you may use personally. Let's start here. If you're in the US, you're going to go to canon.usa. Okay. Now we're going to come up here into your area. For this, I'm going to use the T7i. I thought I was going to use the 90D, but I'm not. So let's go EOS T7i. All right, search. Okay, now once it pulls it up, it doesn't matter which one of these you pick, but I'm going to pick this because that is the exact thing I purchased. Now, if you already have an account, you can log in, but if you already have an account, you've probably already gotten these. So this is probably not something you really care too much about. But let's start here. So we're here. You want to go to drivers and downloads. Now, if you look down here at the bottom, it's going to go through all these options that have been out basically for, look, it goes all the way down. So you don't need any of that. What you're looking for is the most recent. So here you see Digital Photo Professional 4, Picture Style Editor, EOS Utility, EOS Utility. So this is the latest. And these three right here are absolutely what you need to get. So how do you do that? Well, you're going to come over here and click select, and it's going to ask you to download. However, you can't just download it because they have to confirm your payments. Here you would enter the serial number. You click on it, and the serial number is going to be right down here on the bottom of the camera on the opposite side. For the T7i, this is on the opposite side of your battery. It's right here, right at the bottom. Very easy. So you're going to enter that in, and then you will have access to download these. And then once you download them, you can start using them. So let's start first with the EOS Utility. Okay. Now there's a couple ways you can connect to your computer once you get it up and running. The way that I would recommend connecting would be through a little cable. One should have come with your camera. If not, it's just a basic micro USB. It's the older style. It's the little thicker one, but they're readily available anywhere. So you get that, and you're going to plug that in. So once that is plugged in, you're going to launch the EOS Utility. Now, if you look over here, boom, right here, EOS Utility. And you're going to power on the camera, and it will automatically connect. So if you're connected correctly, you look at the top, it'll show you right here, EOS Rebel T7i. Okay, now from here, these are your options. You can download images to computer if you have a memory card with images on there. You can go to remote shooting, where if you click on that, you'll basically turn your entire computer into the interface of the camera, which is pretty cool. But it's kind of useless if you don't have a really long cord, which I don't. My cord's about this long right now. I couldn't find the other one. And then the other option here is camera settings and preferences. But anyways, let's go into camera settings. Now here, you can go into firmware updates, continue, download the firmware file, choose the file. So the only way to do a firmware update for this is you have to actually go on the Canon website and then download the firmware update to the computer. And then as you saw there, you would pick the file that you downloaded and then perform the firmware update. Okay, date, time. That's pretty self-explanatory. Register lens. This is the main one right here. Register picture style file. These this I use all the time. I love using my own picture profiles on here because it can totally change the look of your video. And you need this to really fine tune it to the point where, you know, I like it. Now, there's another way to do it other than here, which I'll get into, which is important also. That's the actual picture profile editor. So you got that owner's name. Now this here, the owner's name is a good thing to get in and put your name on, because if the camera was stolen or anything like that, you could find it through the metadata or just hook it up if, you know, you were curious, or if you were with a group of people and they get mixed up and you don't know whose is whose. It's just a good thing to have in there for your own personal reasons. Register background music, I never messed with that. Web service settings, I don't mess with that. So, all right, so that's just a quick overview of the EOS Utility, which, like I said, it's an important feature to have, especially if, say, with the newer cameras, the 90D. Just the other day, about a month or two ago, a firmware update came out that fixed the 85mm f1.8. The Canon 85mm f1.8 read error every time I used it. Now, the only way I could update that and fix it is through this. I had to get on their website and go through these steps. So it is important to know about this if you're a camera owner. All right, now let's go back and pull up one of my favorite things. My desktop is so cluttered. Picture style editor, right here. This thing, this is pretty cool here. So what you would do in this situation is you would find an image, drag it here, or open it, whatever, and use that image to adjust to make the look, to give a JPEG or a video the look or feel that you want. Super important, because if you are somebody that likes to do a lot in post-processing, especially with videos, if you do this correctly, it could either eliminate the need to do that or cut down your time on that substantially. So this is really cool to use. And let me show you a couple of quick things that you could do here with this picture profile editor. So let's open a file. Let's open an image. All right. This is the absolute worst image I could have picked. I don't want that. Sample for profile, let's see. Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do here, I wanna show you, there's a bunch of different ways you can go about making these edits, but I wanna show you if you're somebody, for example, who wants a matte finish in your video. Let's see. Come down here. I believe you would drag this up to about there. Pull this curve down a little, right into there. Okay, that's really matte, but let's up the contrast. So now this is a bit dark, but maybe pull that down a hair. Brighten that up a little. There we go. All right, so as you can see here, we're getting a bit of a matte finish, right? So saturation, let's see if we bump that up. That's not bad. Color tone, I'm not gonna touch. Sharpness, okay. Okay, so I like that. That's a nice matte. Let's pull it down just a hair more. Okay, so I've just changed that pretty drastically. And then for brightness, we could adjust that in camera. So let's go there and let's come over here to tools and go to preliminary. Let's brighten the adjustment just a hair. Brighten it up just a hair. There we go. Close. All right, so there, I just made a matte finish that easily. Now what I'm going to do here is save it. So what I'm going to do, come up here, file, save picture. So the file name here, I'm going to go to a matte, and let's say T7i, because I'm going to put it on there. Matte T7i. Okay, caption, slightly matte finish. and there you go. So just like that, now it's saved. So what we're going to do now, we're going to close that, and we're going to come back over here to EOS Utility. And I never disconnected the camera. The camera is still connected, okay? So we're in EOS Utility, go to camera settings, register picture profile, and let's go to summer. Let's redo this. So we're gonna open this, and it should open right to where you saved. Okay, so here it is. It went right into where I saved my picture profiles. It puts it there and it knows where it is. That's another nice feature here. You don't have to search around. Right here, Matte T7i. I knew it was there somewhere. Okay, so Matte T7i, open, and there it is. And the description is it's a slightly matte finish, and it's on the T7i, so it's going to be user defined too. And I didn't adjust this too much. So that is it. Now I'm going to attach the T7i up here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with this slight matte finish. So in order to utilize it, you have to be in at least the P mode on the top dial. Okay, which is, well, it's really dark, so we're going to go over there. I'm just showing you the screen here. So we're going to go on the P mode. Once you're in P here, you can see there it is if you're in photo, right there. So what you're going to do, hit Q, you're going to select it. Now here, you can see where it says slightly matte. So you would select that. That's number 2. That's one you just saw me use. So we're going to click on that. And there, now that's uploaded, and every picture you take is going to have that slight matte. And then in video, if you wanted to change it in video, you do the same. You're going to hit the Q, except here it's going to be right here underneath the white balance option, which is right there. So you'll click on that, and you're going to come down here, and you'll see your presets here. It'll start with, fine detail, faithful, whatever, auto, and you're going to go all the way across, and you're going to find the 2, slightly matte finish, and click on it. So now it's set to go in video. But once you do it in photo or in video, it should be set to go either way. So there it is. That's the slight matte finish. Now let's see what the video looks like. So here is that matte finish that you just saw me install on here. Probably not the ideal image, but this was simply to prove a point and to show how it's done, not exactly to make the best picture profile out there right now. Although this one in photography isn't too bad. I mean, that's kind of a neat little twist of some things. But in video, I mean, I guess if you're making something that's supposed to be dramatically scary or something, I don't know what application this would have, but that's not the point. The point is, I'm just showing examples of what you can do if you want to experiment with that. Now you can make subtle changes, you can pop specific colors and drown out every other color, go to the color axis. There's a lot of different things you can do in there, but you can't do any of it if you don't get the software. So get the software, start playing around, and you might be surprised at how fun this becomes when you really start to learn what style you like and how to incorporate this technology into the camera using that picture profile editor. So now let's open the Digital Photo Professional 4, which is their photo editing software. Now this is not a software that I use a ton. Most of the time I use it is to check to see its improvements over previous versions and updates. It's something that I started out using when I first got my camera, and then after I tried Lightroom, I just liked Lightroom more. I thought it was easier to maneuver through the actual editing of the photos. Now, honestly, I think this software here is easier to edit, to maneuver through and pick and pull and sort your photos, I think. There's certain things in here that I found better for that. So, but anyways, let's pull up my photos here. So here I went to the SD card, desktop, scroll down to this PC SD card right here, and let's go to this here. So this is just a hawk that I got the other day when I was out trail walking. You know what? I'm not going to get into what every single thing on here is because I will be here all day. Let's just go over some of the quick basics on how you would use this. So let's start with the raw file. If you're not familiar with a raw file, it's a larger file that gathers a lot more information of the photo you just took. And if opened in a program like this or Lightroom, allows you to expand certain aspects of the photo a lot more, such as shadows, highlights, contrast, brightness, colors, different things like that, which I'll show you here. So in order to access a raw file, though, you have to go into your camera before you take the picture and set it to JPEG and RAW in your file sizes. So you want to activate the RAW or initiate RAW files, which is a very easy step. So and then that's what you're seeing here with the R plus J. That's RAW plus JPEG. Okay, as you see here, RAW plus JPEG. Now, if you want to change that to either just RAW or just JPEG, you can come up here, turn the filter on, and now we can filter through what we want. So extension, all custom. So here we want to go to CR2 files. There, so all, now I just want to see CR2 on here, just so you know, the CR2 is the raw file on the T7i. The CR3 is the raw file on the 90D. That's their new file. So, as you saw, we just filtered all, and CR2, and I pulled up the raw files. Now, if you go to all here, you get the raw and the JPEG. I don't want that. I just want the raw files, which is the CR2 file. Okay, so let's find an image to edit. Yeah, I'm just going to give you a brief walkthrough here. I'm not going to get super in-depth here because, quite frankly, I haven't used this in quite a while and I'm a little rusty on it, but also because the video I did make about it a couple years ago when I did use it a lot more was very long. It was like 40 minutes and I still had people complaining about how fast I was rushing through it. So it's hard to cram all that information in. So let's find a darker file here where I really want to pop the colors on it. See, a lot of these are dark, so this is going to be good. Okay, so here it looks like, okay, let's start here. Let's see what this guy is. So here, once you select it, adjustments, you're going to go to edit image. And now what I'm going to do here, obviously you can barely see the bird in the background's fairly blown. So I had the metering set to evaluative or center focused evaluative, which means that the bird's dark because it compensated for the background, exposed for the background. So what I want to do is take the background highlights down, bring the foreground up, bring the shadows up. Since it's a raw file, we're going to have a lot more leeway on that than we would on a JPEG, which is why you use this software. Now, the unfortunate thing about this software is that it bogs down the computer quite a bit. Like I said, another reason why I went to Lightroom was this actual process was a lot easier for me in Lightroom. And even though this computer's got the Core 7, i7, Intel, and it's 16 gigs of RAM and all this stuff, this laptop, it still bogs it down. So I don't know what's up with this software, but it is free, so you can't complain too much. Okay, so shadows, watch. Let's pull these shadows up. Now, if that's not enough, we can come over here and let's bump that up as high as possible. Let's go, will it let me go 7? Nope. That's awesome. So already I'm seeing restrictions on here, which I don't like. So that only let me take that up to 7. I don't like that. Let's pull the highlights down, like I said. And let's see here. Can I take that up higher? Really? That's as high as you're going to let me take it? Okay. Gamma correction. Maybe I got to correct the gamma on it. Let's see. So it just took it back. Alright. I see what you're doing here. Alright. I'm not gonna fudge this video. If I am having trouble, then I want you to see. This is instantly frustrating the heck out of me. So clearly, I can't do what I want to do on here. I want to pull this all the way up, pull this white balance up. So let's see, just brighten it, and then it looks crappy. Alright, well that's not the best. Okay. So I can't make drastic changes in here like I can in Lightroom. However, I can enhance things slightly. Let's pull this up and edit this one. Okay, get out of there. Okay, well this picture doesn't need a lot. I could tell already, but just for the heck of it, let's bump the contrast a little. Advanced. Okay, I guess this is advanced, huh? Pull up the shadows a little. Nah. Yeah, actually, let's take those down to kind of bump the contrast. Oh, let's pull the highlights. Now let's take the highlights up a touch. Pull up the saturation a touch. Let's see the before and after. Okay. So it's, I mean, it made a little bit of a difference there. Small enhancements. I can live with that. So there. Just kind of punched it out a little bit more. Now what I don't like about this at all is this limitation over here. And apparently that's the max you can go. Shadows to 5. You try to up it, it doesn't go. And again, I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not. I use Lightroom, like I said, because I can hear my computer just revving here. I don't know if the mic's picking that up, but this software is just extremely harsh on the computer. Okay, so you can take that, file, save as... No, I don't want to save as that. I want to save as a JPEG. File, convert and save apparently. Yeah, there you go. Convert and save. This PC, let's save it to pictures and dirt and save. Alright, there you go. You just... Oh my gosh, how long does this take? It's a JPEG. Okay, so clearly you can see the limitations of this software. The fact that it's taking this long to convert a JPEG is, quite frankly, kind of ridiculous, but whatever. So there you go. I'm spoiled. I'm used to things being a lot quicker, and I'm used to having a lot more range, like in Lightroom. But I used this for a long time when I first got into photography, and it served me pretty well, and I love a lot of the pictures that I got, so it's a good starting point. It's definitely limited, and again, that could be me not doing it correctly. Maybe there's somewhere I can adjust these sliders and get more range from them. I don't know. Tools, adjustment, maybe in preferences. But anyways, I'm not going to, let's see. Image processing. Set as default. Applies to raw images only. Okay. I don't know. I don't think you can adjust that. So, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not in love with this at all. In fact, especially after using Lightroom for a while. All right, so that's it. I'm just going to leave that there and tell you that you have already paid for this software. You know, when you bought the camera, this comes with it. So, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is you download a bunch of free software and you don't like it. So I would definitely recommend trying it out. And is it groundbreaking? No. Is it, you know, gonna totally change the way you look at photography and everything? No, but it will help you learn to possibly shoot for the edit, which is a step in the right direction for photographers. And if you edit enough photos, you'll start to learn what that means. That's, you know, setting up the shot, the lighting and stuff, knowing the capabilities of your editing software. So you can kind of work, you know, use those to work together to create a better shot, you know, stuff like that. It all started for me with the free software because, you know, when you first get the camera and you first get into photography, you don't know what is all the software that's out there. So it's good to get started somewhere. This is a good starting point. All right, folks, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer. And if I don't answer, there's usually somebody that comes along that knows quite a bit about this stuff. If it's not me, it's usually somebody. I have a pretty cool audience here. So thank you for watching. Have a great day and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.